company stock? Why did you buy the Nvidia company stock? So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about, some of the responses some people have been giving me as to the reason they bought Nvidia stock. Perhaps if you also bought that stock, one of these answers may resonate with you. And I'm also going to tell you why some of these answers are very, very dangerous. All right? Some of these answers are very dangerous. And then we're also going to talk about what a better answer should be. So before I get started, why did you buy the Nvidia company stock? And if you have not bought it but you are still considering to buy, I mean, it's very important for you to also watch this video to the end, right? Okay, so Nvidia, spelled as Nvidia. Nvidia is a company that their stock, as of when I'm making this video, is very popular among individual investors in the stock markets, right? Everybody's buying Nvidia. Hey, Nvidia. Everybody's buying Nvidia. But what is shocking is that by the time you ask somebody who bought Nvidia stock, oh, why did you buy the Nvidia stock? Many of them cannot give you a concrete answer. That is what I consider dangerous. Okay, so one of the first persons I asked why the person bought Nvidia stock, the person told me, oh yeah, because Nvidia is a good company. And I was like, they're a good company. Nvidia is a good company. Tell me more. What do you mean by Nvidia is a good company? And then the person said, well, I mean, everybody knows Nvidia is a good company. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Everybody knows it. But what exactly is a good company? You see, at the end, they couldn't really define what a good company is. They couldn't really tell me this and this and this is what makes a good company. Nvidia has this. This is why I think Nvidia is a good company. Just because everyone, obviously not everyone, right? But just because everyone in your circle, every people you interact with say Nvidia is a good company, is that what makes Nvidia a good company? Do you know the definition of a good company when it comes to the stock market? All right. So this is something I wanted to take note of. Saying a company is a good company because other people say it's a good company is not a winning strategy when investing in the stock market. All right. Now I spoke to someone else and I say, why did you buy the Nvidia stock company stock, right? And look at how I phrased it. Look at how I phrased that question. I did not say, why did you buy Nvidia stock? That's because most times when people are talking about buying stock and not buying stock, they actually forget that stocks are like stocks represent a company. And when you buy a stock, you're buying a piece of a company, right? So when I say, why do you buy Nvidia company stock? It looks like, what should say? Is it not the same thing with Nvidia stock? Yeah, it's the same thing. Well, I phrased it that way so that you could remember that Nvidia is a company. When you're buying their stock, you're buying the stock of a company. So in reality, you're supposed to be looking at what that company does and what it does not do. Anyway, the second person I asked, why did you buy the Nvidia company stock, told me that they bought it because in recent time the stock price has been going high. The stock has been increasing now. The price of the stock has been increasing. People made a lot of money. Is that why you bought the stock? It sounds like, on the surface, it sounds like a good idea, right? You see a stock that a lot of people are buying and they're making a lot of money and you jump in. Well, that's also the easiest way to get toast in the stock market. That's the easiest way. So, because the stock price has been rising is not a reason to buy a stock. In fact, many people who buy stocks that their prices were rising don't know that maybe the stock they bought the stock has become very expensive because the price have risen so much, and they end up going to buy that stock. And most times what happens is that they lose money. They lose money because they bought a stock that is very popular. In fact, there is this saying that it is difficult for a stock to be wonderful and underpriced and popular at the same time. Because when a stock is popular, there is a high chance that it is also expensive. Now, get me right. I'm not saying buy Nvidia stock, don't buy Nvidia stock. That's not what this video is about. The question is, if you have bought the stock or you are considering buying the stock, why? Can you answer that question? If you cannot answer the question, do not go ahead to buy the stock. Wait until you can answer that question before you can buy the stock. If not, you are likely to lose money. Many people who even did that, they jumped in a few months ago. They're already losing money, right? So that a stock price has been going up is one reason people buy stock, and it is also one reason a lot of people lose money in the stock market. Have you ever wondered, I bought the stock everybody was buying now, but when you check, do you get my point? When you check what is going on, you now end up seeing that you are not making money. You are always buying the stock everybody is buying, but it's as if aka they are cashing out, but you are not cashing out. What do you think is wrong? You jumped in without knowing what you were doing. You jumped in without knowing what you're doing. All right. Now, I asked a third person, why did you buy the Nvidia stock? This answer was, the person's answer was hilarious. So the person now told me that, oh, I bought Nvidia stock because a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of the they call them influencers, right? Like people who talk about finance and stock market. A lot of influencers in Instagram were saying that the stock is a stock they are buying right now, right? And then the person also went to go and buy. So it's as if, oh, let me just see what the experts are buying and I go and buy. So when that expert loses money, hope you are also willing to lose money with them. And many people won't even tell you when they're losing money. They may just show you, oh, we made tiny, small losses here. But when they lose real money, they will not share that information with you, right? So buying stock because a lot of people you follow on Instagram said that they were also buying the stock, e.g. Nvidia stock, is tantamount to buying stock because of the news and because of buying stock because of news, buying stock because of tips, right, from people. And that's one way to lose money, because what is popular is rarely where the real money is being made in the stock market. That's what you have to know. So again, let me put it this way: wrong answer, right? You are buying stock because somebody on Instagram told you that they also bought the stock. Is a wrong answer. So remember again, the real question is this: why did you buy the Nvidia stock? Why did you buy the Nvidia company stock? Or why do you want to buy the Nvidia company stock? Right? So you have to have your answer. You should be able to say, I am buying the Nvidia company stock because, and that because should have to do with the business, the company, what they are doing. You know, even some people will say, like for example, now you see some people and they'll be like, okay, I'm just going to buy this stock. You know, I'm just going to buy this stock. I think like for example, they'll say Nvidia company, they make chips, semiconductor chips or something. Like they'll just say things like that, right? Like you will see that they have small information about the company, right? But if I ask you what a chip is, the chip you say Nvidia is making, what is it? Who uses it? Where does it go in? How can you tell when more chips are needed, when less chips are needed? Because in fact, aside buying a company, right, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you buy a company, a stock, the stock of a company, e.g. the stock of Nvidia, and you don't know when to sell it. And most of why you don't know when to sell it is because you don't know why you bought it in the first place. You don't know why you bought it in the first place. You buy a stock, you don't know when to sell it because and then you end up selling it at the wrong time and you lose money. Okay, I'm up for, how do you invest in the stock market without losing money? How do you invest in the stock market without losing money? That's what I'm concerned about. Not just how do you invest in the stock market, because you can invest in the stock market and lose money. That's not the best thing. All right. So the right thing for you to do is you learn how to know the value of a stock. You learn how to know the intrinsic value of a stock. That is how you know whether that stock is being sold for a high price or a low price when you are buying it. So when you buy stocks that are being sold at a deal, right, low prices more than their worth, you make money. When you buy stocks that have been hyperinflated and they are so expensive, you will lose money. You know, in fact, what is interesting is that you can buy the stock of a good company, but if you buy, if the price you bought the stock at is very expensive, you are still going to lose money at the end of the day. You're still going to lose money at the end of the day. So it's not just investing in stock is not just finding a good company and then buying their stock anyways. No, it's beyond that. You find a good company, you find the value of their stock. That's how you use to know. That's what you will use to know whether this is worth buying now or waiting till later. Using Nvidia as an example that many people are jumping in to buy. If you are thinking of buying Nvidia stock, or you've already bought Nvidia stock, do you know why? Do you know why? It's a good company. Why? Go. It's like, answer that question deep. Go deeper. Why? Oh, the company is cheap right now. How did you come to that conclusion? Is it because somebody said it? Can you beat your chest? If I place $10,000 and say make a bet that this company is cheap, even if you agree to make that bet, on what basis are you making the bet? Is it because of what people said or because of what you could define by yourself? Don't buy stocks because people advise you to do so, because you saw somebody saying it. Even this video that I'm making right now, somebody will not even watch the full video to understand what I'm talking about. Once they just see Nvidia in the title, they just feel like, oh, they're talking about Nvidia. Oh, more, that's a good stock to buy. Let's just go ahead and buy the stock. All right, so learn how to know the exact price of a stock. Learn how to know when a stock is cheap and when a stock is expensive. This is what is going to make you to invest in stocks, right, and be able to make money. If not, before this, you are going to invest in stock and you'll be losing money. Somebody will say, I'm not praying, I'm not wishing you bad luck. No, but when you are doing these things without knowing what you're doing, you're wishing yourself bad luck. That's simply what you're doing. You are guaranteeing that you're going to lose money because you don't know what you're doing. And a moment comes in life where you take a reality check. You ask yourself, what am I doing? And you recognize that I think there is some knowledge gap that I need to fill, right? And then you go ahead, take some training, dedicate some time learning something before you go jump out. You spend so much time trying to gather your money. Why do you want to lose it? You just go to your app, you have bought stock. You are smiling, you are happy. But what does it profit you? To be happy today, you buy the stock, and tomorrow your money is gone. Stock market is a very good place to make a lot of money. But many people who invest in the stock market lose money. This is why even those who know how to invest in stock make so much money, because there are more people who don't know how to invest in stock than there are people who know how to invest in stock. All right. So at the description of this video, I've also added a link to where you can register and attend like a free stock investing webinar to learn more about how to invest in stocks, how to pick stocks, how to value a stock, and all of that. So check out the link. And you don't have to go through the link. Find someone else that you trust that teaches how to invest in stock and learn from them. That's fine too. Most important thing is for you to get the knowledge so that you stop making decisions because people said so, because you saw it on the internet, because you saw the price of a stock going up. These are not reasons to invest in stock. Again, why did you buy the Nvidia stock, or why do you want to buy the Nvidia stock? Better have your answer for that question before you make your next purchase, or even before you sell the stock that you just bought. All right. Pay attention. Learn. That's what this video is about. All right. My name is Dr. Linda Pajuel, and I'm the CEO and founder of Investonomy. So we're an educational company that a stock investment educational company that teaches people how to invest in stocks by themselves. That's what we do. Especially if you're interested in picking stocks, even if you want to do index investing, it's still important to learn how to invest in stocks. If not, you are still bound to lose money. All right. Take care of yourself till I see you again.